Welcome back. It is Thursday, May 11th in the NBA. My four favorite picks are on the way. We got two games on, the Suns and Celtics, both trying to force a game seven. We'll talk about our favorite picks in one moment. Let's recap yesterday, though. It was a 1-3 day. Not great. I mean, Brunson did his job. Curry, I think, ended with 35 points plus assists. Props to Wiggins and Draymond picking up the scoring slack. Now, our two same-game parlays did not get it done. We've got a little bit of a cold stretch in those bankroll builders. Not too worried about them long-term. The lines obviously get pretty sharp as the series go on. Hopefully, we can dial in on those. We got two more coming your ways today, and if they don't really go well, we'll probably take a step back from those. I'm pretty confident that today's going to be a winning day. I know it's been a little bit of a cold streak the last 2-3 days, but we had a great hot streak. Let's start a new hot streak starting today. We'll start with the Celtics and Sixers game. If you are new, hit that subscribe button, drop a like too. We do these videos every single morning, plus our MLB videos, which I'll link at the end of this one. We'll start with our first play in the Celtics Sixers game 6. Derek White under 17.5 PRAs, minus 104 on FanDuel. I was still very surprised to see this sitting at the 17.5 line. Now, if you are new to the videos, in game 5, we took Derek White's under in that game. It was 18.5 then, did go down to 17.5 by tip-off, and he soared under it. He only ended with 12 PRAs, and we'll talk about that in a second. Now, I did notice, I think on DraftKings, doesn't have a PRA line for Derek White. I don't know why, but I would pivot to his points plus assists if you want to go that direction. I think that's a pretty good look too. Now, like I said, in game 5, we took this under for Derek White. He ended with 12 PRAs, and he played a series high 34 minutes in that game, and he had 1 PRA in the second half, and I think he played 16 minutes. So a really just a cardio White masterclass from him. I mean, he just did nothing in the second half, but that's not really a surprise here, and that wasn't a surprise when that happened. I mean, you look at 3 of his 12 PRAs came because he got fouled on a three-pointer and got 3 free throws. So that's not really predictable. But not only that, Jaylen Brown struggled with foul trouble in the first half, and Brogdon and Smart didn't have great games. So we see in this winner go home game for the Celtics, number one, I don't see White, getting 34 minutes again. Number two, I don't see Tatum or Brown really passing a whole lot. And if they do, it's probably guys like Brogdon and Smart. We know, Derek White's not a staple in this rotation. It's not like if he's struggling, we'll still play him 35 minutes. No, if he struggles, this is game 6. If he struggles, he's probably getting set into the bench. And if Brogdon's cooking, this is win or go home. You're going to keep Brogdon in. You're going to keep Smart in. And I don't see Jaylen Brown getting into foul trouble either. So I look at White so far this series. We've seen him have 9, 17, 21, 14, and 12 PRAs on 5, 9, 9, 11, and 6 field goal attempts. So you see the field goal attempts not too high. And in the 2 games where you saw White only attempt 5 and 6 field goal attempts, what happened? Well, Jason Tatum attempted 25 and 27 shots. So Tatum really hasn't gotten anything going this series. He's had a couple of good games, but not like many great shooting performances. But I think in a winner-go-home game, you're going to see Tatum out there for close to 48 minutes. You're going to see Brown out there for a lot of minutes, assuming he can avoid foul trouble. And those two are two guys that when they go off the court, that's normally when White picks up his usage. With them on the court, don't see a lot of usage coming White's way. This season, this series hasn't averaged a lot of rebound and assist chances. In fact, it's 6.4 rebound chances per game, 6th on the team, and 3.6 assist chances, 7th on the team. The ball's just not getting to him. I expect Brogdon to step up a little bit more today. Brogdon did really nothing in game 5. So I think at the end of the day, I'm fine taking this under for back-to-back games. I'm taking Derek White's under 17.5 PRAs. I think Derek White's a very talented player. He could shoot very efficiently from the floor tonight and hit the over, but I just don't see a big efficient night, but a lot of usage coming his way. And this is a tougher matchup. It's not like the Sixers are a trash defense that gives open looks. Now they're going to contest all the shots. So I like Derek White's under 17.5 PRAs, my first play of the day. And that moves easily into our bankroll builder. And we're going to talk about this one. And it's going to be 2 guys that I know are going to play a lot of minutes. It's Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Now, I like Tatum for 25 plus points and 8 plus rebounds, and then Jaylen Brown to get his 2 plus assists. This is currently minus 115 on DraftKings, a little bit of a 3-leg same game parlay. Now, look, I know it's not plus value, and while I would like to get this at plus value, at the end of the day, I'd rather a winner than try to force in another leg here. And there's other legs I could talk about. Jaylen Brown, 18 or 20 points, probably decent. Marcus Smart to hit a 3-pointer, not bad too, but these are 2 guys that I know are going to play minutes. Now, if there is a world where maybe Derek White comes out and just scorching hot, so is Malcolm Brogdon, and maybe Marcus Smart, a guy like that's out of the rotation. I don't see really a way, unless there's foul trouble or an injury, where either of these 2 guys goes off the court, especially not Jason Tatum. Now, let's talk about this one, because Tatum, like I said, hasn't been, terrific this series, especially scoring the basketball, 25 plus points in 3 of 5 games so far. One of his misses, obviously, he played like 19 minutes with foul trouble, and then another one he ended with 24 points. But we look at last game, he started off slow. I think he only had a couple. I don't even know if he had double-digit points in the first half, but he got it cooking. 36 points, 27 field goal attempts, 13 free throw attempts. We know a guy like Tatum, maybe if he's not knocking down his jump shots like he hasn't been doing the last couple of games, really since game 1, we know he can get to the free throw line, get his points there too. It's a win or go home game. Like Tatum, I mean, hey, I gun in my head, he's shooting the ball. I don't anticipate him passing it a whole lot. I'll take my chances with shot volume. I can at least get us 25. His regular line might be sharp, but I think he get us 25. And then rebounds. We've already talked about his 8+ rebounds. We've talked about 6. We've talked about 7 this series. 8+ rebounds in 3 straight. Done that in 4 or 5 this series. He's only missed when he had 7 in that game. He struggled with foul trouble. He's hit this in 9 of 11 postseason games. So I'm confident Tatum's down there grabbing rebounds. We know he's normally had a great track record rebounding, especially against Embiid, because Embiid's obviously drawing the center like Al Horford or Robert Williams away from the paint. You see Tatum down there trying to get his rebound. So I think at the end of the day, season on the line, Tatum could play north of 40, 44 minutes today. Could play the whole 48 minutes. Wouldn't surprise me a whole lot. I think Philly keeps this game close too, given they're at home and probably want to finish it at home instead of having to go on the road and win another one in Boston. So Tatum get us 25 and 8. And then the last leg will be Jaylen Brown, 2+ assists, something we've taken, I think, in all of our same game parlays here. He hasn't failed us yet. He's done that in all 11 postseason games, done that in 63 of 67 regular season games. I think he can get us at least 2+ assists. If you have to take 3+, be a little careful there. I probably would pivot to something else. Probably Jaylen Brown to score more points than get assists. But ideal world, he just kicks it to Tatum. Tatum knocks down a couple threes, grabs a couple rebounds, boom, we're done. So I think this is a pretty good one. I know it's not a lot of legs, but I don't really want to force a lot of legs in here. Just rely on the guys that I know are going to play. Jason Tatum, 25+ points and 8+ rebounds. And Jaylen Brown, 2+ assists, -115. Just throw a unit on it to win, I think, 0.87. I like that. I like those odds. Now, don't love the odds, but I think we had a good chance of hitting that. Now, let's move on to the Nuggets and Suns game 6, and we'll talk about our first player prop in this one. So, maybe a guy we're running it back. Nikola Jokic, over 39.5 points plus assists, -110 on DraftKings. We took this in game 5. He got it done, and I think he's going to get it done again in game 6. Now, if this line goes up, I play this to about -130, or if you have to go to 40.5, take that at just a 3.25 unit, maybe 0.75 unit. We know these lines are sharp, but let's talk about Jokic, though. Like I said, we took this in game 5. We took White's prop in game 5. They both got it done. We're just asking them to do what they did in that game, but I think we could see a bigger game from Jokic, and if you need an individual leg, I lean is over in points today. I'll talk about why. Now, like I said, in game 5, we took it. Jokic, 29 points, 12 assists. That's 41 points plus assists, 12 for 20 from the field, and he got it done. And we've seen over the last 4 games, Jokic, 41, 64, 47, and 44 points plus assists. Obviously hitting this and over in both games in Phoenix, where they are today. Instead, he's going for a 5th straight game. I certainly think he can get there done. And we look at the field goal attempts. I mean, they're off the charts. You look at that's the one thing you would always never guarantee with Jokic was if he would shoot the ball. He's been shooting it plenty, 30, 19, 30, and 20 field goal attempts. Look, Jokic, typically a guy that shoots 55, 60% from the field. We're getting a lot of good looks. He missed a couple easy tip-ins early on in game 5. Maybe makes those tonight. And the Nuggets last game didn't really need him to score a whole lot, and he still got you 29 points and 12 assists too. They had 19 points from Michael Porter Jr., 25 points from Bruce Brown. I don't know who needs to hear this, but Bruce Brown, you ain't scoring 25 again. At least I'd be very, very, very surprised if he did. And MPJ's so streaky. So they didn't really need Jokic to go into takeover mode, score a lot of points like they did in a couple of games this series when we've seen Jokic, drop 40 and 50 points. I think at the end of the day, we're going to see Jokic have to score a little bit more here today. And we've seen when he shoots 20+ times, which he did 17 times in the regular season, hit this prop in 13 of those 17. Now, Jokic can go out there, shoot a lot. I really don't think the Nuggets are a team that blows out or gets blown out. And I think the Suns keep this game close. I mean, obviously their season's on the line. I don't see them just going down without a fight. Although last year in the playoffs when they play the Mavs, I guess you would know what happened in that game, but I still think that Booker and Durant can keep this game close, and I think the Nuggets are going to need a guy like Jokic to kind of carry the offense. If you wanted my thoughts on how this game plays out, I think the Nuggets are going to be forced into a faster-paced game. I don't think the Suns want to play a half-court style game. And we saw in Game 5, the Suns could not score the basketball. I mean, they were relying on Booker and Durant to carry the load offensively, be efficient from the field. And when they get into a half-court setting, the Nuggets defense can set up and make them take contested shots. So I think you're going to see the Suns try to get out in transition, make this a fast-paced game, which is what they did in games 3 and 4 of the games they won. And with doing that, when they run fast, obviously the Nuggets are probably going to match, run a little bit fast, and then we get some more possessions, more field goal attempts, probably for Jokic. I think he gets a big night. We'll take Jokic. I mean, the guy's been a beast. We'll take his over 39.5 points plus assists. Hopefully we get a game 7, though, and I wouldn't be surprised if we run this back in game 7. I have faith in Jokic. Go shoot 30 times. We have faith in you. Now let's move on to the bankroll builder. Let's keep it simple. Nuggets and Suns, talk about it. Jokic, Durant and Booker all to get 25 plus points, and then Durant to get a 7 plus rebounds. I think we got a chance there. Let's talk about why. Now, this is plus 125 on DraftKings, a 4-leg same game parlay. Putting 1 unit on it to win 1.25, a little bit better value. Now, this is chalky. I'm not going to come out here and say this ain't chalky. This is pretty chalky, but look, this has been doing pretty good this series, and I'm confident all these guys are going to get their field goal attempts. Game 6. I think they get it done. And I obviously have talked about Jokic. I think he can get us 25 plus points. But let's at least look at the props and talk about why we like this one. Now, Jokic, 25 plus points in 4 straight. I've already talked about why I like his points plus assists over. I think he's going to have to shoot a good amount today. And I think he gets you 25 plus points. Last game, I think he only like 10 at halftime and was able to get like 29, 19 in the second half. We know Jokic can score 15 plus in a quarter. I'm not worried about him. Now, Durant has 25 plus points and 7 rebounds in 4 or 5 games this series. Now, his lone miss was with 24 points. Obviously, he had a really inefficient night. He had 14, 8, 9, 11, and 11 rebounds so far this series. I'm confident he gets those rebounds that we need tonight. And the points have been there, 25 plus points in 9 of 10 this postseason. He's going to shoot a lot, play close to 48 minutes. I mean, he's going to play a lot of minutes. He's needed out there, and they don't really doubling him. They doubled to Booker a little bit more. Durant's just going to kind of shoot over him, and I'm confident. Last game, he started off slow, had like 3 points after the first quarter, still easily got this done. So I like Durant to go ahead and go at his 25 points. And then the last one with Booker's done 25 plus points in all 10 playoff games. Last game, very inefficient night for him, 8 for 19. Missed some looks that he normally hits, still managed to get 28 points. Look, like Booker, like Durant, they're going to play a lot of minutes. I'm confident they get you 25 apiece. And then you got Durant to get 7 rebounds and Jokic to get his 25 as well. Plus 125. Sure, I don't mind that. If you want to add other legs, Booker probably gets 6 assists in the first half just to troll us. But I like these 4 legs. Don't really want to do anything more. Don't want to mess with assists. Those are a little bit fluky. I think Durant gets those rebounds, but rather just stick to those points and then just ask for a couple revs from Durant, which I'm certainly capable of getting that done. But we're going to take those. Those are our favorite plays, 4 plays. Let's get a 4-0 day. Let's bring out the brooms tomorrow. At least a 3-1 day. Cash a couple builders. Get back on track like we deserve to. Then we'll have some more picks tomorrow. I don't think there's any NBA games on Saturday, but hopefully we get some Game 7s on Sunday, which I'll do a separate video for each of them, assuming we get at least 1. Hopefully we get 2, maybe even 3. Love you guys. Have a great Thursday. Let's have a bounce back day. If you want to check out our MLB picks, I'll put them up on the screen, parlay of the day, and all that stuff as well. Have a great day. See you guys back in tomorrow. The broom's going to be out. I'll see you guys then. Peace.